be right back. Got me.
Hit one and be some. You gotta go berserk.
Okay. Show up and don't put nothing in it. Just that, you change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting nothing back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith, sometimes you need to know your worth, sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but in front of the bay, you can negotiate.
Today, from Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, it's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports. Broncos taking on the New Orleans Saints.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the New Orleans Saints. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at this Bronco team. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback back in the NFL for the first time since 2016. It's Colin Kaepernick.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
Kaepernick now on first down. Got Gordon open, completes it. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
I know people see Philip Lindsay's role in Denver changing a bit with the arrival of Melvin Gordon, but I think Gordon's going to be more of an enhancement for Lindsay. Maybe he won't carry it as often, but now he'll be much more effective as a two-headed monster in the backfield. Both of them can run it inside, get to the perimeter, and catch the ball in the backfield and move the sticks.
On first down, Kaepernick. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. That one good for 37 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. Number 27 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
At the 16-yard line.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Melvin Gordon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run coming from Melvin Gordon. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. On the return, Deontay Harris. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Saints offense now getting set here and leading them out in what could be his final NFL season. The game's all-time leading passer, that's Drew Brees.
But when I reviewed last week's game and saw the 4 touchdown passes that he threw, I thought about you during the Turkey Bowl last year.
Yeah,
you guys
right.
had the same stats, except he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award with his.
He got touchdowns, I got picks. I like going back watching the film with you, and we thought it was a good performance in person, obviously was, but you thought even better on tape. It was really something to watch.
Yeah, but I love was how he spread it around. A lot of people involved in the passing offense. 4 touchdown passes culminated it.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 22 carries, 52 yards.
And they love what they've got in him. He's the number 4 rusher in the league right now, so you know that you have to account for him on defense, which means you can play complementary football as well. Throw the play action, get it out to the wide receivers, because they should have some open space, because the defense will key on them.
On 2nd and 9, Brees, and it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Brees. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. To throw, it's Kaepernick. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Kaepernick again here on 2nd and 10. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter, and the Broncos will extend their lead. They took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down, but hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Here's Harris to return it. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a first down. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
7-yard line.
Breeze going to throw. And brought in by the tight end Cook. Breeze, 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. From the gun, it's Breeze. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 29-yard line. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down.
Come on, one thing for sure, you know that Michael Thomas is going to be the target on a third down pass, and Drew Brees finds him and keeps this drive moving.
And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
The Saints, first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Breeze to throw again. The quick slant caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
And that one makes it 14-7. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown.
Saints 7. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the inline, so it'll come out to the 25. The Broncos and Cortland Sutton heading back out there. Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. He's got Jake Butt as tight end. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
That's good for a Denver Broncos. 1st and 10 at the 30.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
14. Saints 7.
Now Gordon on first down. David Onyemata there on the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Jenkins on the tackle.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago. And another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. The All-Pro Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And they had him bottled up, but here's a late flag, and a face mask is going to get a much better starting position.
Defense.
I'm trying to understand.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Breeze now on first down. That'll be complete to Cook. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
New Orleans.
And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 33. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down.
Down and 9 yards to go.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a fourth down.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. Looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
14.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Broncos take over first and 10.
So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They've got the lead here as they begin this drive, trying to get that bad taste out of their mouth from the loss last week to the LA Chargers. On first and 10, here's Kaepernick. And right with it here, over the middle.
Kaepernick.
7 yards, the pickup there.
He is right. It's a game.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Throwing the out route and complete. That's right. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. at the 42-yard line.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26.
Now Colin Kaepernick and the offense heading back out onto the field. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception, and he's looking for that second touchdown now. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Options galore here, second and a few inches. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of people are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him a more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. To throw, Kaepernick finds a seam inside the 40. This is the tight end Fant. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. McManus now for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting room. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
33 yards that time.
33 yards.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Breeze pass.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Now Colin Kaepernick and the offense heading back out onto the field. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis.
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
He'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the second quarter. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Kaepernick to throw again. That'll be caught by the rookie, K.J. Hamler. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. Dancing to his left. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Kaepernick now on 1st down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was the Falcons who were able to pick up the victory at home. Matt Ryan, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, we head up to Foxborough to check on the Patriots at home at Gillette Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Arizona Cardinals. 38-28, the final score. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And it was the visiting Carolina Panthers who were victorious in that one. 21-17, the final score. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Gotton and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock, but barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A give. This is Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. Throwing now is Breeze. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career, that draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they called Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
2nd and 2 at the 23-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Back to the ground, it's Camaro. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now Breeze finding Kamara, and he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 6 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
Alvin Kamara hit the NFL with a bang, had double-digit touchdowns in his first 2 seasons. Now, production fell off a little bit last year. Just 6 times did he find the end zone. But his ability to run it and catch it out of the backfield makes him hard to cover. Look for a bounce-back season in 2020.
They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against him.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now Breeze looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans.
To Michael Thomas
with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Now, there was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
Nothing separating these 2 teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially. So a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Kaepernick now on 1st down. Out quickly to Judy. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Marcus Davenport make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. And the pressure gets to him again. Marcus Davenport in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
32-yard
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. And now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at about the 32. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Holding offense.
Are you serious, dog?
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11.
on the tackle.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
On 1st down, Breeze throwing middle, and it's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans.
Saints.
For Emmanuel Sanders, he played 5.5 seasons with these Denver Broncos, 2014 to 2019, and he went over 1,000 yards 3 times during that span. On 1st down, Murray. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
He was brought
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
It's a gain of 5.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 36, Breeze out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara.
Breeze pass.
5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Casey.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead.
7, Broncos 24.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. Want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Kaepernick going to throw. That's complete to Jake Butt. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
He was looking for the rookie Jerry Jeudy there, but it'll be second down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Again, it's Kaepernick. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, but it's going to be second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Kaepernick again, going underneath for Gordon. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Kaepernick now to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. 27. We've seen some big kicks in the NFL the last few years, and that one might just rank right up there.
And you know you can hear the crowd react, right? But I was focused in on
on the sideline and watch them absolutely erupt. I don't know how many of them thought that he was actually going to make that kick, but how about how they felt when the ball went over the post.
The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, 4 in a game.
Yeah, about 4 in a game.
4 times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking assignments down. Those 2-yard gains turn into bigger gains as the game moves along.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Breeze to throw. Left side here to Sanders. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now they'll toss it out right to Kamara. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up 4th.
Well, it wasn't so much that it looked like the offense was threatening. They were. I mean, they had great field position, but how about the defense on that one? Huge stop on 3rd down. It wasn't just a stop. Look at the loss of yardage, and it changes the play calling and the thought process for the offense now. Big-time play for the D, and now they have the advantage.
A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Kaepernick again here on 2nd and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. In a tie game 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And coming out now, the Broncos. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a 1-score game here in the 4th. Now Kaepernick to try again here after the pick 6. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Kaepernick will try again on 2nd down. This is the tight end fan. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Forced out to his left. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. and finally marked down at the 42-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Cameron Jordan racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Kaepernick now on 3rd and goal. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. That's going to be caught by Judy. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
1st and 10.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that
way. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Kaepernick to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
For Denver Broncos.
Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Cortland Sutton. Incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there's no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Kaepernick, they're going for it on 4th. Kaepernick hit, fumble. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. He's at the 50, the 40, the 20. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
The New Orleans offense set to take over. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Breeze. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Taysom Hill, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. To throw, Kaepernick. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Kaepernick's pass, intended for Cortland Sutton, incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's Sam Martin now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense, as they try to finish things off in this 4th quarter. And that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for New Orleans, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for Denver, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.